All right, ready to unlock some serious potential.
I think so, yeah.
Today, we're diving deep into Unstoppable, 10 Steps to a Limitless Life.
Inspired by Nick Vujicic.
Right. We're taking excerpts and really,
Squeezing out all that.
squeezing out that wisdom, practical stuff you can actually use.
And it's not just, fluffy motivation. This is
Right.
coming from Nick's experience,
Yeah. Nick Vujicic, born without limbs.
and built this incredible life.
Exactly. Full of purpose. It really shows.
Shows you, limitations.
They're
There's there.
self-made a lot of the time anyway.
Yeah.
So this is for you if you're feeling stuck.
Or just curious about tapping into that.
That inner unstoppable, yeah. We're going beyond the...
Beyond just good vibes.
Yeah, feel-good stuff. We're getting into tangible actions.
You can take like today, right now.
Exactly.
So first up, embrace your uniqueness.
Okay. Embrace your... Yeah, that sounds a little...
Cliche, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. But it
Well,
goes...
deeper.
Go.
It's really the idea that what we see as weaknesses can actually be strengths.
Okay, so it's like, I don't know, like the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes what makes you different.
That's what makes you stand out. Valuable, even.
Absolutely. Think of Nick Vujicic, right?
Yeah.
Imagine the pressure to conform, to be...
Normal.
Right. But he completely flipped the script,
Yeah.
made those differences his strengths.
Became an inspiration for, like, millions of people.
Millions, yeah.
That's, wow, that's a powerful way to look at it.
It changes the whole story, right?
Yeah. It makes you think, what limiting belief
Oh, you have.
do I have? Yeah, exactly. What do I need to challenge
To unleash your potential.
to unleash it? Yeah. That's a good question.
It is. And step 2, it's about reframing.
Okay.
Focus on what you can do. Shifting your mindset
Okay.
from limitations to possibilities.
I like that.
Instead of what you lack, you focus on
Your skills, your...
skills, passions, yeah.
Yeah. It's like choosing to water the flowers, not curse the weeds.
Precisely. Focus that energy productively.
Yeah.
And there's this great exercise.
Yeah.
Think of one ability or something you're passionate about that brings you joy.
Okay, something I'm good at. Or that I
But you love, yeah. And how can you build on it?
build on it, yeah.
It's not about wishing things were different. It's
It's about action.
taking action.
Okay, I like that. Step 3. Now we're getting into overcoming fear with faith.
Ooh, fear
Fear, yeah. Natural emotion, but it shouldn't
shouldn't paralyze you.
paralyze you.
What's interesting here is faith doesn't have to mean,
Religious faith?
no, not necessarily. It's more about
Trusting the...
trusting the process, even when you don't know the outcome.
You don't have all the answers.
Right. Think about something you achieved that you once thought was impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have all the answers at the start?
Probably not, no.
Yeah.
Take that leap and then
The way reveals itself.
it unfolds, yeah.
So what staircase are you hesitant to climb?
What am I hesitant to climb? Ooh, good question.
What's that first step you can take today?
That first small step.
That's the beauty of it. It breaks down
Those big, overwhelming...
overwhelming fears into manageable actions.
I like that.
And those small steps, they lead to big changes.
Over time.
Over time, exactly. Okay, step 4 gets real about those curveballs life throws,
Oh, yeah, life's curveballs.
turning setbacks into comebacks.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Well, challenges are inevitable, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's how you respond that matters.
How you respond.
Every challenge, it's an opportunity for growth, resilience, even...
Even innovation, yeah.
It's not about avoiding failure. It's about learning from it.
I love that. So instead of seeing them as defeats,
You see them
as opportunities.
Exactly.
It's like that Thomas Edison quote. I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work.
Exactly. Your trials become part of your story.
Your testimony.
Testimony, yeah. Inspiring yourself and others.
All right, so step 5. This is the big one. Often intimidating.
Finding your purpose.
Yeah, finding your purpose. I think a lot of people get caught up in, like...
The grand, life-altering...
one big purpose, yeah.
It can feel overwhelming.
Overwhelming.
This step makes it more approachable.
Okay, good.
It doesn't have to be monumental, world-changing.
Oh, okay.
It can start small, acts of kindness, impacting your...
Your immediate surroundings.
Exactly.
So it's not about waiting for this...
Big revelation.
Yeah, big revelation. It's about making...
Purposeful choices.
Purposeful choices, yeah. In everyday life.
Precisely. The source material asks, what legacy do you want to leave?
Ooh, that's a deep one.
It is. Even if you don't have a clear answer now.
It's worth thinking about.
It is.
Yeah.
Because when you live with intention, Even
Mundane becomes meaningful.
exactly. And that leads to step 6.
Right.
It emphasizes the company you keep. Surround yourself with positivity.
Surround yourself with positivity. That's huge. We often underestimate.
The impact of our social circle.
It's like, think of plant.
Yeah.
Give it sunlight, water, it flourishes.
Flourishes, yeah.
Give it shade, neglect it.
Withers.
Your social circle, that's your ecosystem.
Wow, that's a great analogy.
It makes you think, who are my sunlight providers?
Yeah, and are there any shade throwers you need to,
Distance myself from.
yeah, maybe, to really blossom?
The gut check, for sure. Sometimes you gotta
Make tough choices about.
who you prioritize, yeah. Because surrounding yourself with people who believe in you encourage your dreams
It's essential
for living an unstoppable life.
Absolutely.
Okay, moving on to step 7. We're getting into serve others with love.
Serving others.
Yeah, we all know helping others feels good, but this
Goes a level deeper.
goes a level deeper.
It connects service to our need for connection, belonging,
Belonging.
and reminds us that even small acts,
Make a difference.
they do. It's recognizing that interconnectedness.
I love that. So it's not about grand gestures. It's about
Conscious effort.
conscious effort to contribute. Could be as simple as
Listening.
listening or helping out. Yeah.
And what's beautiful is when you lift others,
You lift yourself up too.
it's a win-win.
It is. It is. All right. Time for step 8. The foundation of it all.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. So important.
It is. The source material emphasizes the most important validation
Comes from within.
from within. Doesn't matter what others think.
That's like that saying, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Exactly. If you believe in yourself, you're capable of so much.
It all starts with that internal belief.
It does. And it's not about arrogance. It's about
Recognizing your potential.
exactly. And not letting self-doubt win.
So many people struggle with that, especially,
With all the comparison today.
oh yeah, all the comparison.
How do we cultivate that unshakable belief?
Yeah, how do we,
The source material gives some tools.
oh, okay, like what?
Positive affirmations, focusing on past successes,
Okay, those are good.
and challenging those negative thoughts that pop up,
So it's a constant practice.
like building a muscle.
The more you work at it, the stronger it becomes.
Absolutely. And it's worth it, because when you believe in yourself,
So many possibilities open up.
they do.
All right, step 9. This one's so relevant today.
Be resilient in the face of rejection.
Be resilient in the face of rejection.
Rejection is part of life,
Oh yeah.
but we can reframe it as redirection.
Redirection.
Not the end, but a course correction.
Part of growth.
Exactly, like those detours on road trips.
yeah.
Not the original plan, but maybe they lead to
Unexpected discoveries.
beautiful scenery.
I like that. And, the book talks about all these people
Who face tons of rejection
before they succeeded.
before their big success, yeah.
It shows it's not about never failing.
It's about getting back up.
It's about resilience.
Exactly. That's your superpower.
The more you bounce back, the more unstoppable you become.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And now, the grand finale.
Step 10.
Live life without limits.
It ties everything together.
It does. It does.
It emphasizes true limitations, often self-imposed.
We put those limits on ourselves.
We do. Your circumstances don't define you.
Your choices do.
Exactly. It's about taking ownership.
It's about realizing you're not a passenger. You're
The driver.
the driver.
You choose the direction, the speed, the destination.
I love that.
The book encourages you to find a goal that scares you, but also excites you.
Scares and excites you. That's usually a good sign, right?
Usually, yeah. Then commit to one small step.
One small step.
Because living without limits doesn't mean life's perfect or easy.
No, it means
It means those obstacles don't stop you.
from going after your dreams.
Exactly.
This is so inspiring. It's like a call to action to break free
Of
from
those limitations
and step into a life of
boundless possibilities.
boundless possibility.
And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, but as long as you keep moving forward, you're on the right track.
I love that. This has been such an insightful look at these 10 steps.
It has.
But before we get too carried away, let's let these ideas sink in a bit.
Take a moment.
We'll be back soon to dig even deeper into how to live that unstoppable life.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we've unpacked those 10 steps.
Mm-hmm.
And what really strikes me is how they all kind of, they weave together to build this framework for
An unstoppable life.
an unstoppable life. It's like,
A tapestry.
a tapestry, each thread
Contributing
to the big picture.
Yeah, you can't really separate them.
You can't isolate one step,
They're all connected.
right? Like embracing your uniqueness
That fuels
your ability to focus on what you can do,
and then that gives you the courage.
to overcome fear.
It's a cycle
It is. It's a cycle.
of empowerment.
And that's what makes this source material stand out.
It's not just,
Quotes.
inspirational quotes. Yeah, it's a system.
A system for transformation.
And Nick Vujicic's story.
It's proof.
It's proof, yeah. Born without limbs? I mean,
He could have given in
to despair. But he chose.
a different path.
He did?
He really embodied these principles.
He did.
He embraced his uniqueness, focused on his strengths.
Built a life full of purpose, joy.
And it makes you realize we all have
That potential.
that potential within us.
We do.
And it's not about ignoring the struggles
No,
or pretending everything's perfect.
it's about that inner strength
That belief in yourself.
that gets you through.
So, for our listeners, ready to put this into practice,
Yeah, ready to apply this.
what are some key takeaways?
Yeah.
Things they can,
Implement right away.
right away.
I'd say first.
Go back to those 10 steps.
Yeah, go back. And
Do one or two that really
resonate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to do all 10.
At once.
No. Start small, build momentum. It's like
Choosing a path.
a path in a forest, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to explore every trail.
To find your way.
Exactly. Focus on one area. Maybe it's,
Self-belief this week.
and then next week,
Facing a fear.
small, consistent steps lead to
Big change.
a big change, yeah.
Like compound interest.
It builds up over time.
It does.
And the source material really emphasizes
Reflection.
yeah.
Writing things down, asking yourself those tough questions.
Digging deep,
Like holding a mirror to your soul.
taking that time to pause and reflect. That's crucial
It is. It's how we learn.
for self-awareness.
Exactly. We learn from our experiences, see those patterns, make conscious choices
Well, that's how we want to live.
about how we want to live. Yeah.
It reminds me of that quote.
Socrates.
Yeah, Socrates. The unexamined life is not worth living.
It's true. We can't grow if we don't
Look inward.
confront those uncomfortable truths.
Yeah.
And that leads to another point.
Go.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
We all face challenges. We all experience
Shape.
setback. Sharing those experiences,
Powerful.
it is. There's strength in being vulnerable.
And there's power in supporting each other.
Reminding each other we're in this together.
We are. It's like that proverb,
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
yeah, we need each other. Okay, I want to go back to surrounding yourself with positivity.
Yeah, that's a big one.
We often underestimate how much
Your
our
social circle impacts us.
It's huge.
Think about who you spend the most time with.
Yeah.
Are they lifting you up, inspiring you,
Challenging you?
or are they draining you, reinforcing those limiting beliefs?
It's like choosing your fuel.
Your fuel.
You wouldn't put diesel in a gasoline engine.
No, you wouldn't.
So why surround yourself with people who are
Draining you.
holding you back? Yeah.
And it's not about cutting people out completely.
No, it's about being mindful.
Of the energy you're letting in.
Prioritizing those relationships,
Nurture your growth.
your well-being.
Exactly.
And that might mean
Setting boundaries.
having tough conversations
Even distancing yourself.
from certain people.
It can be tough.
But it's an act of
Self-love.
self-respect.
Yeah, you're investing in yourself.
Creating an environment where you can thrive.
Exactly.
And that leads perfectly into
Serving others.
serving others with love. This can feel a bit,
Hunting.
yeah, a little daunting,
Yeah.
especially when we're already busy. So where do we even
Begin.
begin? Yeah.
The beauty is it doesn't require these
Huge gestures.
grand gestures, no. It starts small.
Small, intentional acts.
Kindness. Being present for a friend.
Helping a neighbor.
Donating to a cause you care about.
It's about shifting our focus,
From ourselves to others.
even in small ways.
Exactly. And even small acts, they
You know,
have...
the ripple effect.
They do. Spreading that positivity.
Okay, I want to dig a bit deeper into believing in yourself.
Yeah, that's often the biggest hurdle. Yeah, we get in our own way. Let self-doubt hold us back.
We do.
But Unstoppable reminds us the most important validation
It comes from within.
from within. Doesn't matter what others think.
If you believe,
You can achieve anything.
it's like building a house
A house.
on a solid foundation. If the foundation is shaky,
The whole structure is vulnerable.
but if it's strong,
You can weather any storm.
that's it. And the source material, it gives some tips for
Building that foundation.
of self-belief.
Yeah.
like positive affirmations.
Consciously replacing those negative thoughts.
Celebrating your successes, no matter how small,
Reminding yourself what you're capable of.
and challenging those limiting
You're
beliefs.
trying to hold you back.
It's like training your mind
Training your mind, yeah.
to focus on the good stuff.
Your strengths, your
But-
potential.
And that takes practice.
It does, like building a muscle.
The more you work at it, the stronger it becomes.
You got it. It's a journey. There will be days when self-doubt creeps in, but you have those tools now.
To combat it.
And remember, we all have those moments.
We're all human. It's about recognizing those thoughts and choosing.
Focus on the positive.
And that's a good segue into
Rejection.
reframing rejection.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get discouraged, especially today when it feels like we're constantly
Being judged.
judged, evaluated.
But Unstoppable urges us to see rejection not as the end.
But as a course
A
correct.
course correction, okay. A sign to adjust, maybe refine our strategy.
Or even reconsider the whole path.
Yeah.
It's like GPS in cars.
ABS.
Yeah, sometimes there's a detour.
Yeah.
The GPS recalculates.
To get you to your destination.
Exactly. And there's so many stories in the book of people who
Face tons of rejection.
countless rejections. Yeah. Well,
Achieving amazing things.
it shows resilience is key.
It's not about avoiding failure.
It's about learning from it,
Getting back up.
trying again.
Exactly. Setbacks are inevitable, but
They don't have to define us.
they don't.
And that brings us to
The final step.
the final step.
It ties everything together.
Live life without limits.
Yes.
This one really challenges us to
Take ownership.
take ownership of our lives,
Hmm.
break free from those limitations.
No, we put on ourselves.
It's about recognizing our circumstances don't define us.
Your choices do?
Our choices, yeah. It's about embracing that potential
Using the courage.
to go after our dreams,
No matter how big.
no matter how big or audacious.
Exactly. And the book encourages us. Find a goal that scares you and excites you.
Scares you and excites you. Yeah.
That usually means you're onto something worthwhile.
Yeah. Pushing your boundaries.
And then take action.
Take action.
It's not enough to just dream,
You got to commit. Take those first steps.
even if they're small.
It's like planting a seed.
A seed.
Yeah, it takes time. It needs nourishment, care to grow into something
Beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah. Our dreams are like that.
They are.
And remember, living without limits doesn't mean
Life will be perfect.
or easy.
No.
It's about approaching those challenges,
It's a different mindset.
believing you can overcome them,
You have
emerge
stronger.
more resilient.
And that's the power of these 10 steps.
They give us the tools
The perspective
to navigate life.
with
Like,
grace, courage, self-belief,
this has been such a great deep dive
with
into.
principles.
But before we wrap up, let's recap some
Key takeaways.
key takeaways.
Yeah.
What are some of the most impactful elements for you?
For me.
Yeah.
Well, self-belief, for sure.
Self-belief. That's the foundation.
It is. If you don't believe in yourself, it's hard to
Overcome challenges. Pursue your dreams.
live a fulfilling life.
And the power of perspective.
Unstoppable really encourages us to,
Reframe things.
Yeah.
Challenges, setbacks,
even weaknesses, see them as opportunities.
opportunities for growth.
Learning, transformation,
And of course, connection.
connection, yeah.
Surrounding yourself with positive people.
Serving others with love.
Remembering you're not alone.
Connection fuels our growth,
Expands our capacity for love.
reminds us of our shared humanity.
Beautifully said. Those are powerful takeaways.
They really capture what it means to...
Live an unstoppable life.
They do.
And now let's move on to the final part of our deep dive.
Okay.
We'll explore some practical ways to apply these principles, really integrate them
Into our daily lives.
into our daily lives.
Ah.
Okay, so we've explored these 10 steps, highlighted some key takeaways. But now let's get practical. How can our listener actually use this?
Right. It's all well and good to talk about it, but...
We need action, actionable steps.
Exactly. Unstoppable is about transformation, not just inspiration. So let's bridge that gap.
Okay, I like that. Bridge the gap.
Remember that exercise we talked about? Identifying a skill or passion to build on?
Yeah.
Let's actually walk our listener through it.
Okay, perfect. So, listener, take a moment. Think about it.
What's one thing you're good at or that you really enjoy doing?
It could be anything. Writing, painting, playing music.
Coding, cooking, organizing, whatever sparks that little fire in you.
Find that spark.
Now imagine taking that skill and really amplifying it.
Okay, amplifying it, yeah.
What if you dedicated even just 30 minutes a day to honing it?
Could take an online course, join a group.
Or just practice consistently.
Doesn't have to be a huge time commitment, but
Consistency is key.
consistency, that's it. Small steps done consistently lead to.
Big progress.
It's like, I always say, building a muscle. You don't get ripped by lifting weights once.
No. You got to keep showing up.
And as you do this, as you nurture that skill,
Notice what happens to your self-belief.
okay, what happens? Yeah.
Often, the more we invest in ourselves.
The more confident we become.
Exactly.
And that confidence
Builds
spills over into other areas of life.
like a ripple effect.
So it's not just about that one skill
It's about building that empowerment.
that can change your whole outlook.
Okay, another practical tip.
Yeah.
Positive affirmations.
Positive affirmations. Okay. Some people might think that's a little,
Woo-hoo!
yeah, a little woo-woo.
But there's actually research on this.
Oh, really?
The impact of self-talk on your well-being.
It's true. Our thoughts, they kind of create,
Our reality.
if we keep telling ourselves negative things,
Well, I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed.
those thoughts, they become,
Self-fulfilling prophecies.
they do.
So how do we shift that?
Yeah. How do we,
Replace those negative thoughts, positive affirmations.
okay, so instead of saying, I'm not good at public speaking,
Mhm.
you say, I am a confident and engaging speaker.
I like that.
It might feel weird at first,
Oh, yeah.
but the more you repeat them,
You start to believe them.
exactly. It's like planting seeds in your mind.
Eventually they grow.
They blossom. And it doesn't have to be just spoken. You can write them down.
Vision boards, I've heard of those.
Guided meditations,
Yeah.
anything that reinforces those messages.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What about surrounding yourself with positive influences?
That's a big one. We talked about how our social circle.
Can really impact us.
So how do we make sure we have the right people around us?
It starts with being aware of the energy you're letting in.
Right.
Think about the people you spend the most time with.
Okay.
Do they lift you up? Inspire you?
Or bring you down?
Are they the right fuel for your engine?
You wouldn't put diesel in a gasoline engine.
Exactly. So why surround yourself with people who drain you?
Good point. Good point.
And it's not about cutting people off completely.
No, it's about being
Intentional.
about who you prioritize. Setting boundaries, maybe.
Yeah.
Having those.
Tough conversation.
And sometimes maybe even.
Distancing yourself.
Yeah.
It can be tough.
It's an act of self-care.
Self-respect. You're investing in yourself, creating a space where you can
Drive.
thrive. Exactly.
Okay, last but not least, serving others with love. This can feel, I don't know.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, a little. Especially when we're already so busy. So, simple ways to start.
Start small.
Start small,
It doesn't have to be huge. A genuine compliment.
holding the door open for someone.
Listening to a friend who's struggling.
It's about shifting that focus,
From ourselves to others.
even in tiny ways.
And those small acts, they have a ripple effect.
They do, spreading that positivity.
And it's not just about the other person.
Oh, right.
Helping others actually makes us happier.
Really?
It releases those feel-good hormones, reduces stress, makes you feel more connected.
So it's a win-win.
It is. So, listener, as you go about your day, look for those opportunities to serve others with love.
Even in small ways.
A smile, a helping hand, just being present.
And as you integrate these principles,
From unstoppable
remember it's a journey, not a
destination.
There'll be ups and downs.
But keep moving forward, keep learning, keep growing.
And keep believing in yourself.
You are capable of incredible things.
Incredible things. And remember, you don't have to do it alone
Find your support system. Seek guidance. Celebrate every step.
towards that limitless life.
That's it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Unstoppable. We hope you found it insightful and empowering. And remember, you are unstoppable.